Welcome back, first timers. I'm super excited about this video and I've been wanting to do this one for at least 2 years. And so today we're out in Milton, Florida.
And we're gonna be staying at Splash RV Resort. It's a luxury RV resort right here on the Emerald Coast, but it's also a water park.
Just arrived at the resort and check-in was a breeze. As soon as we pulled up, they gave us our welcome packet and then took us right to our site. We're staying at B25 and we're gonna give you a full tour of that shortly. But I'm gonna hop a ride with our friend Ethan, where he's gonna take me to the welcome center so I can pick up our golf cart. This resort is massive, and thankfully they do have golf cart rentals here on site. But now I'm here at the welcome center to pick up the golf cart, and this place is beautiful. It's like an enchanted forest, a beautiful building. Everything is just meticulously taken care of. All right, Candace took care of me. We got the rental golf cart. I'm gonna head back, help Terry get set up because we have a lot of exploring to do. But shout out to Candace. She took care of me, gave me all the tips. One thing for all you locals that live out here, September is locals month and it's 40% off booking. So make sure if you're booking and you're local, come out in September. And then Halloween, they have trick-or-treating for a whole week. Well, it's 4 days and everyone decorates their RV campsite, and then they have trick-or-treating at all the sites. If you need propane and you don't have any, don't worry, they do have propane. At the time of filming, it's $4.75 per gallon, but you can call them and they'll come pick up your tank, fill it up, and bring it back. So you don't even have to worry about that. Right next to the propane, they have an entire auto wash area, self-service. Just in the main circle, to the left of the giant wooden Indian, is the water machine. Great prices, super accessible.
Now that David's back with the golf cart, we're gonna get set up, get cleaned up, and then go exploring.
We're in spot B25 and it's one of the premium sites. It's a little bit longer and it's pull through, so we didn't have to bother backing up this time. Every site has full hookups with water, sewer, and electrical. There's 30 and 50 amp service, and some of the sites have 20 amp service as well. This resort has almost 300 campsites, varying from standard sites all the way up to the premium RV sites. Every site is either brick paved or concrete. They all come with a picnic table. While it's a huge resort, it is very well shaded. There's a lot of space in between the sites, so you have a lot more privacy and standoff distance from your neighbor. If you don't have an RV, they also have some really cool options that I'm gonna let Terry tell you all about in just a little bit. The setup was a little bit more challenging than typical. We haven't used the trailer since last summer, and boy, were there some issues. But we're not gonna let that get us down. But while we were getting ready, we were also getting text from the resort letting us know that they're giving away free screwdrivers. I'm hoping it's a drink. It would be nice if it's a tool, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. There's also a barbecue tonight, pulled pork. You get all the fixins with a drink for $14.99. We might check that out. We're gonna jump on this golf cart and we're gonna cruise around and show you everything this resort has to offer. Our first stop is gonna be the centerpiece of this entire resort. It's the Grand Lodge. There's a food truck pavilion, there's a camp store, there's an arcade, there's pools, there's a beer garden, there's bars, there's restaurants. Everything you need is right here. There is ample parking here at the Grand Lodge, but just so you know, they also have bike racks. There's places to park electric bikes and a whole area just to park golf carts. As soon as you walk into the Grand Lodge, you have the breezeway, and this is where we're gonna get our free screwdriver. They also have a bunch of arts and crafts going on for the kids. But right now we're in the Grand Lodge. It smells brand new. The whole entire resort's only about 4 or 5 years old, and it still seems very brand new, and it's a very nice facility. They have coffee here, they have popcorn, they have a full kitchen, a lot of places to sit, tables, chairs, and couches. Very nice place to just relax and get out of the heat. The food truck pavilion has a couple different options. They got crispy fried chicken, they have pizza and a bar, and then there's also a food truck here where it has all kinds of different pool type snacks, hot dogs, hamburgers, breakfast items, that kind of stuff. But then in the area, it is covered, so you can get out of the sun. There's a lot of tables, there's a lot of chairs, there's even fire pits out here for maybe some of those cooler nights or in the winter when you come out here, because the pools, while there are two, there's one pool for families and there's another one just for adults. They're both heated and open year-round.
The camp store and the arcade are located in the same building. The arcade has a variety of games. They've got air hockey, a bunch of different arcade games, but you do have to pay. They are not free. The camp store is on the other side. They've got shirts, drinks, hot dog buns, food, snacks, basically anything you probably forgot.
This camp store is pretty stocked. They have all kinds of drink and snack options. There's even a whole section for things you might need for your RV. barbecue grill stuff, hoses, toilet paper, all the essentials.
Right outside of the Grand Lodge, you've got your tiki bar. It's in between the lazy river and the adults pool area. They have frozen drinks, mixed drinks, cocktail, beer, wine. All of your drinking needs can be met right here. They have 2 pools out here. One's for families and one is for adults only. They also have a lazy river that is 0 entry, and then it's a shallow area for kids to play. But once in a while, there's a giant tank that will dump water on you. Right behind me are the 2 water slides. One is enclosed and one is open, and you have to be 48 inches to ride that ride. I just made it.
They have an entire cornhole and yard game area, but there are so many chairs and tables and places to sit, lounge chairs. But I gotta tell you, this place is lively. Just be aware that you gotta be wearing your wristband the entire time you're here. You can't save chairs. Also, no dogs, no bikes, no glass, no outside foods or drinks, no coolers, no ice chests, no smoking, and no vaping. And it's open from 8 a.m. to dusk.
I don't see any rules about bathing suits at this RV park, so I'm all set. This barbecue area is actually only for the staff to cook in, but there is an outdoor kitchen located next to the cabins and the covered wagons. They also have a pond, no swimming, but you can fish in it, and a playground.
While most of the campsites don't have fire rings, there is a giant communal fire ring between 2 of the ponds. But while we were over here, we did realize that there's even a higher tier of RV campsites that we didn't book. And they look like they all have propane fire pits included on the site.
Next to the playground, they do have a bunch of swings and picnic tables so you can rest while your kids play. David mentioned earlier that we got text messages about a drink cart that drives around and delivers drinks right to your RV, and I'm really sad that we missed it because this thing is so cute. Right next to the splash pad and the inflatable water slide is the Gaga ball. I'm not sure what that is, but I think it has something to do with Lady Gaga. One thing that's really unique about this resort is that they have these old-timey covered wagons that you can actually stay in. So there's no bathroom or no cooking ability in there, but you could stay in an old covered wagon.
There are 4 separate bathrooms right next to the covered wagons. Each one has a sink, a toilet, and a shower. It's locked, and we don't have the code because we're not staying in one of the covered wagons.
While there's no cooking ability inside the covered wagons, each one does have a grill, but if you have more that you'd like to cook, there's a whole outdoor kitchen over here. They do ask that you reserve it if you're gonna have a lot of people, and that you can reserve it in 2-hour increments.
Right in the center, there is a huge communal fire pit and a teepee. It looks like it'd be perfect to get out of any harsh weather if it was raining and you felt cooped up in your wagon. But it's a really cool teepee. There's a lot of space in here for all kinds of activities.
Throughout the resort, they have 34 cabins sprinkled around. They can seat between 4 and 6 people, and they have everything included that you would need to stay here, including DirecTV. And each one of them is in a prime location, most sitting on a body of water. Mr. Ramen Noodles is not traveling with us today because he really doesn't like to leave the house. But if you are traveling with your furry friend, they do have multiple dog parks sprinkled throughout the resort, and they even have dog wash stations. Also sprinkled throughout the resort, you will find premium bathhouses and laundry facilities.
Each laundry room has multiple washers and dryers. It's $3 per load, and you can pay by coin or by card.
Luckily, there wasn't anyone in the women's side of the bathhouse, so I was able to check it out. Super modern, super clean, looks almost brand new. They do have handicap accessible restrooms and showers in there.
On the other side of the resort is the sports complex. This place has it all. There's 4 brand new pickleball courts. People love that game. We've done a video showing you all the places in Fort Walton Beach where you can play pickleball. If you forgot your pickle gear, don't worry, because we did see over at the camp store, they did have pickle paddles, pickle balls, all the pickling equipment that you need to play while you're here. There's also beach volleyball. There's a half basketball court. There's also a food truck over here. There's also an 18-hole mini golf extravaganza. This isn't just some rinky-dink RV park golf course. The greens look immaculate. They're rolling hills, there's obstacles, and it's completely included in your price. They also have all the balls and golf clubs that you need, so you don't need to bring anything yourself. And there's even a golf simulator over here, which we're gonna find. Now, it's gonna eventually be located right next to the putt-putt golf, but right now it's in its own cottage over in E1, which is right next to the pools, and it is amazing. For a set price of $75 for 1 hour for up to 10 people, you have full access to a beautifully appointed cottage. There's a restroom, it's air conditioned, there's a kitchenette, they have preloaded snacks that you can take, and then they'll bill your account directly. You can also order food and drink from the bar, and they'll deliver it right to you. But it has golf, and you don't need to bring your own golf clubs. It comes with all the accoutrements you need. And there's other games like football, zombie dodgeball, soccer, all kinds of sporting games. Now we found our way over to the fitness center, and it is pretty small. Now on the map it shows 2 or 3 different fitness centers, but it looks like some of those fitness centers are now laundry rooms. So really there's only one dedicated fitness center, and it has a treadmill, an elliptical, a bike, and a couple of free weights and a bench. Nothing to write home about, but if you're looking to get a little workout in, you can get it done here. We made it down to the pool. We stopped to get another round of free screwdrivers. Thanks, Brooke. We found this really cool selfie booth. We took some pictures, and now we're just gonna go get some drinks, hang out by the pool. So lucky for us, we're here on a Friday, and every Friday they have a cookout. I'm gonna let Brad tell you all about what he's working with right here.
All right, so tonight we did a 13-hour smoke pulled pork, and it comes on a sandwich or a platter. Coleslaw, which is I make my own dressing, and chips and a drink, all for $14.99 tonight.
You can't beat that. We're about 20 minutes too early, so we are definitely coming back. We're gonna beat the rush. This man sounds like he knows barbecue, and it sounds like it's full of love, so we're coming back.
Made it our way out to the pool. We're getting some drinks at the Tiki Bar. So David got a Purple Rain. It's got gin, Saint Germain, some elderflower. I went a little bit outside of the box. I got a Greyhound, but I added cranberry to it to make it a sea breeze.
It's finally barbecue time, and we are crushing this barbecue. I wish I showed you before I started. Coleslaw's already gone, barbecue's almost gone, but here you go. 14 hours of smoke.
So that was way more food than I could eat for $15, but it was so good. The slaw was amazing, the pork was amazing. Definitely get this if you are here on a Friday and they're offering it.
I think that's gonna be about it for right now. We just wrapped up at the pool. We're gonna get some chicken tenders for later, and then we're gonna come back here because it's karaoke night, and it's already going wild. Karaoke was absolutely bananas. It was family friendly, so they do limit some of the songs, definitely a lot of the cuss words, which is good because everyone get involved. Terry and I both sang our hearts out, made a bunch of friends, and had a little too much to drink, but still had a great time. We went a little too hard last night, stayed out a little too late, but thankfully for us, when we woke up, we had a text from the resort that they had the mobile bar cart out, and all you have to do is text your site number, and they'll come right over to you. They do margaritas, mimosas, Bloody Marys, Palomas, all kinds of stuff. And Bill was amazing. He made one of the best Bloody Marys we ever had. It was exactly what we needed to get us going and on with our day. It was so cool. Bill let me jump in the front seat. Definitely 10 out of 10 would recommend. It's finally pool time. Let's go.
So we got a little bit of a late start, but the weather is not great, but it's not stopping anybody. There's a foam party going on over here. David's about to go down the water slide, and then we're just gonna relax in the lazy river.
Water slide time. That water slide was surprisingly fast and a little scary. I got nervous on a couple of those twists and turns. That was so much more fun than I thought it was gonna be. Round number 2, here we go. The enclosed one was actually scarier than the open air one because it was dark and there was twists, there was turns, and I felt like that one was even faster than the first one. So now it's time to slow it down. I'm gonna get in one of these inner tubes and we're gonna just chill in the lazy river.
So David's had all the fun that he can have. He went down the water slide. We saw the foam party. Now it's time for me to have the fun. And by that, I mean swimming and relaxing.
So we've been sitting by the pool all day and the weather hasn't been awesome. We get short bursts of rain, a little bit of wind, but it's not too cold, so we're still hanging out. It's really opened up the pool. We just ordered some flatbread. We heard their pizza was pretty good, but Terry and I can never agree on the type of pizza we get. So I got her a pepperoni flatbread and I went with a Philly cheesesteak flatbread. So I'm hoping it's as good as they tell us the pizza is. We'll be back here for dinner later on, and we're excited about the band that's playing tonight. It's a cover band doing 80s and 90s music. The band did not disappoint. They absolutely over-delivered. They're called Myxtape, and we'll put their Instagram right here, but they were amazing. It's a family band. They're all Filipinos, and they can all sing, they can all play instruments, they play 80s, 90s, more contemporary music, but they get the crowd jumping. We had so much fun. We sang, we danced, we shared a moment. If they're ever playing near you, you gotta see them. And if they're at RV Splash Park, you definitely gotta get out and see them because it's such a fun, family-friendly environment. You will not be disappointed. One of the greatest shows we've seen in a long time. That's gonna be a wrap on our stay here at the Splash RV Resort. It was absolutely amazing and definitely was a luxury resort.
The staff was great, the food was great, we had an awesome time, and definitely check out the band Myxtape if you have an opportunity, because that was part of their entertainment and they were the best.
But if you like this video, check out this video right here where we did another RV park review. Thanks again for following along in this episode, and join us next time when we try something else new for the first time.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. First timers.
High five.